We'll see you then. All right. All right, buddy. Take care.
And then there was two. And then there was two.
Hey, Bullywug.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Hang on. I gotta turn some stuff up here. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Well, let's go to YouTube. Pull up Paul Murray Live. Oh, there he is. They Rodney was really late going on today.
Yeah, he was. He was. And I was holding off, and finally I said, now, got to get it going.
Yeah. Yeah, he's leaving anyways, right? So.
Yep.
So go. And Mr. Mike, good morning.
Yeah, Mike was first. There you go.
Hey, Mike was first this morning. All right. Oh, he texted that agent a little while ago, and I said, "Oh, you gonna get me a coming soon sign so I can put that post up?" So, oh, Rosalind was supposed to do that. Okay, I'll get some to you. Well, we can't put the post up until then. So it's just down the street here, eh? About half a block. Well, about a block. But it's on the same block I'm on.
Yeah.
So I can't put it up until then. So yeah, Rosalind was supposed to drop them off. Well, I can't pull them out of thin air. I can make them, but it's gonna cost you, right? So what?
Yeah.
Now you want to go outside? Okay, come on, let's go. Of course, they want to go outside now that everything's up and running here, right? Come on. There she goes. Had my morning to sleep in, eh? And anyways, I got a friend of mine called me shortly after 7 o'clock. He used to live down here, and he moved up to north of Sault Ste. Marie. And oh, people lined up this morning, Paul.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Look at all the empty tables. And this guy is just like poking. He's not a hustler, I'll tell you that.
Oh no, I'm looking because I have to. So is it still snowing over there, Paul? I was looking
Yep.
at the
It
Port
was,
Huron cam. You couldn't even see anything.
no, it was snowing. It's starting to let up a little bit, but it's continuing to snow, I think.
Well, my sister sent a picture. It was snowing at her place, but we haven't got nothing here. Not even raining. I haven't even looked at the radar this morning to see what's going on.
This guy's a controller. She went to sit down next to her and turned around and moved her over to there.
Oh, geez, is he?
Yeah, he's a control freak.
Okay, which one is that? Oh, it's just a dog one. Vader.
But yeah, all those people should be seated. Look at all the open seats.
Yeah, they should be all seated by now.
Yep. Yep.
Huh.
It's just poor operation. Which makes me a little upset because if I were running, it wouldn't be that way. They'd be everybody. If you got a seat in the house, you get it covered.
Yep.
You know?
No kid. Yep. Yeah, just looking at Port Huron cam there now. Yeah, it's a lot better what it was. I couldn't see anything earlier. So TJ said he just wanted to stop in and say hi, hey, with his family in the luxury house for his uncle's birthday.
Mr. Giggles?
Yeah, Mr. Giggles.
Yeah, you can see I've got some snow and they're looking for their peanuts.
Oh yeah.
So,
Ugh, shivers.
lots of people there this morning at
Oh,
Tina
yeah.
Martini's. Yes, it is, TJ.
You bet. Yeah.
I'm gonna pitch some peanuts right back, Paul.
Yep. Yeah, lots of them waiting to get in there for sure there, TJ, but I see old Rodney Bell there, Justin and Ron were over there, but apparently Ron just arrived at work, and I guess he had to go inside. Got a 24-hour shift by the sound of what I heard, but boy, that's a long shift, 24 hours. So Mike, what kind of weather you getting there? It's snowing in the area here this morning. Share a quick screen here. This is over where Paul is right now. She's snowing. It's not that cold out, I don't think, but it just, I don't think it's sticking to the roads, but the grass and the ground is sticking, but that's about it. So,
Yeah, Mia went in and out several times today.
oh yeah.
She didn't want to go out last night because it was raining.
Hey, good morning, Bill. How's it going?
Hey, Newfound Bill, how's it going? Yes, yes, yes.
And greatest question of the week is, did you get that Skidoo running yet? You should have got the battery there, on Monday. So I was just kind of wondering if you got that Skidoo, 3D printed Skidoo you got. So Mike said real windy. Winds out of the north and it's cold, eh? Hey, Mike? All right. Yeah. The window. Geez, the weather's going to turn. I'm almost looking forward to cutting grass right now. Just to get outside and do stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a garage to the dogs. Waiting for those coming soon signs, but I've got alarms on my camera, but the dog setting it off. Because I think they're calling next Thursday almost 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
No kidding.
Yep. Yeah, but on Wednesday it's 41, then it's 57 on Thursday, and then Friday back down to 37 with wet snow. But that's typical March. Well, we're getting close to the end of March. It's starting about on April the 3rd, 41, 45, 45, 48, 48, 46, 48. So it's starting to come up. So, dog's right at the back door. Keep setting off my thing. There's Vader. Oh, man. coming in, Grace? Good girl. I've had 2 coffees this morning. I think I'm gonna make a hot chocolate. Haven't had one for a few days. Kind of hoping I'd have that signed by now. I'd go, well, no, go get a Timmy's, but. No, I'm gonna have to put water in this jug again today. My hot water thing jug is empty. Ugh. So Bill says he needs a new receiver now. He blew it. I broke the bind button off. Oh shit. Ain't one thing, it's another. Hey, JD, good morning. And Marshall, good morning, Marshall. Yeah, they what you up to today, JD? You gonna go do some RC stuff today or what? And how's good old Arizona there, Marshall? Nice and warm down there again? Wow, that's something. All those seats sitting out there empty.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they want the bar, not the outside. I don't know.
Well, no, the guys, you don't have the gals there running the show. The guys are just kind of wandering around.
God, you go to a restaurant, you want to go in and sit down and eat. You don't want to be standing out on the sidewalk all day.
Especially when you got empty tables showing you. You know.
Yeah.
This clown right here, he hasn't got a clue. He just keeps walking back and forth, and every once in a while he'll seat somebody. Every once in a great while.
Yeah.
See, here he comes with more chairs.
Well, you already got a bunch.
You got empty chairs, you pinhead.
Maybe you got to set up a big area with a lot of chairs, like, you know, for a group of people. The other guy just came out with breakfast and went back up again. I don't know what the hell that's for.
I mean,
see, taking a big group in. Yeah, they all want to sit at one table or whatever.
and then they're all lined up in front of the people trying to serve the food. What a cluster.
Yeah.
And then some other customer called the guy with the food back in again. So he's walking around with the food.
Yeah. See, Marshall's saying that they're putting their house up for sale again today. Great, they just moved into it not that long ago.
Look at that putz.
Yeah. Huh. And JD says getting ready to go out and do some yard work. Then gonna go to the river with his dad for the afternoon. Wow, that's cool. Holy mackerel. Did you see the temperature it's gonna be in Arizona today, Paul?
No, what's temperature?
If Marshall says it's gonna be 95 degrees there today.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, you wanna send some of that heat this way there, Marshall? Holy mackerel, man. Could warm it up a little bit here. It's snowing here right now. I mean, it's not all that cold. It's 34 degrees, but feels like 27. So kind of right now it says light rain right now. Was snow earlier.
You know, if I was the people, I'd walk in and go find myself a seat and say,
Yeah.
you know, get your butt over here and serve me.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that lady. She's about had it. She's going over there with the husband.
Yeah.
This gal's been standing on the curb here for 15 minutes with this
Yeah.
guy. These folks have been standing there for 20 minutes.
Well, don't think she'd go anyway. She's went around, take a look around. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So what's everybody's thought today? I see AZ's here. Oh, I need to hit the like button. I don't know if JD is going to pop in or not, or
No, I think he's getting ready to go out and do some yard work first. Then he's gonna go to the river with his dad this afternoon.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Anybody want to join? Up at the top of the chat is the
Yeah.
the
You're
link.
more than welcome. Yeah.
Come on in, join the panel, even if it's just for a few minutes. I know that Ron went to work because he was on Rodney's show.
Yeah, he just arrived at work and he's starting to what, 24-hour shift or something?
Marshall said he's going to send you some warm weather your way.
Yeah, good. Could use it. Oh, Marie S is in the house and she said great big flakes of snow here. Pretty quiet at the deer farm this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, one deer over here, but that's it. Well, full of apples, full of food. Yeah. I imagine it'll start slowing down sometimes, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of turning into a mix of rain and a little bit of snow.
Gee, looking at bird feeder they have down there at Brownsville too, and nothing. Not, oh, there's one bird just came in. Hardly anything. Oh, that's a squirrel. You know, that's kind of weird. Oh, there's a squirrel in the house, and no, that's kind of. Watch this, Paul, right here. The squirrel was climbing up inside here, but there was another one, and it was trying to almost like it was trying to keep the other one out, but it finally went in. See a little bit of movement in there, but very little. I don't know. Kind of weird. I don't even see any deer walking in behind.
No, it looks pretty sparse.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Not even a freaking bird. Like bird feeders all full. Up there's a squirrel over there, or chipmunk or something. Oh, they're
Chipmunk,
zipping around. Yeah. But no, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, I would say, Marie, you're probably right, but it's not good customer service. A customer will more than likely stay if you seat them and then give them slow service rather than make them stand at the door.
Yeah.
That's the point is I'm trying to make. If the owner were there, he'd be having he'd probably step in and start seating those people. But then what do I know? You know, I've only run about 6 or 8 different restaurants, and it just blows my mind when I watch incompetent employees have an effect on your overall business.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's snowing pretty good down there, your place, Paul.
Yep.
Well, at least you can see now. Before you couldn't even see nothing with the cameras. But yeah, she is snowing pretty good over there. 'Cause Marie says it's snowing pretty good over there, so where she is. So.
See, there's 2 people here. Maybe they want to go inside. I don't know.
Yeah.
But and this gal here, she just looking around, deciding like, well, do I want to wait for this or what?
Yeah.
And you got tables open.
Yeah. No, I think she's waiting to go in. 2 people just came out from inside, so. It
Yeah, but
looks like
see,
the
there's a 2 for there. They've got
Yeah.
the clearing bucket thing here
Yeah,
for the return is sitting on another 2 for table. You got a 2 for table there. See, they got glasses stacked on that.
yeah.
I mean, it's not being run properly.
Well, they don't have enough staff.
Well, what I used to do, Paul, is I used to have staff meetings at least once a week in busy seasons, twice a week. No, once a week busy and twice a month when it wasn't busy. And we went over not only what their responsibilities were and how important they are to the business, but also how important that their customer relations is. It's not only getting the food out, it's making sure that they're comfortable and keep them informed. A customer that is waiting, even if they're sitting at a table with just a glass of water, as long as you keep telling them, I'll be right with you. As you can see, we're a little busy, maybe a little short-handed. People are generally understanding.
Yep.
But this is unacceptable here.
Yeah, just standing out there. Yeah.
It's to the point, this is not a real senior, but an older guy, and he's rocking back and forth on his feet. He's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And this guy just walks around nonchalant it just. I won't keep going on that subject.
Yeah, yep. Look at lots of people going, a lot of traffic. Look at that.
Yeah,
Guys are lining up again.
These people look like they want to go in, but they're not sure.
Set two more people.
And that table's been open for how long?
Yeah.
Ever since we've been sitting here. And yet up here on a twofer and another twofer, they just have stacked of return glasses. See, they're using it. Get that off of there. And then over here, they've got a glass stack thing. Get that off of there. Hanging with JT. Well, the other thing is I don't want to live in Florida. JD, it's nice, probably 6 months a year, and the other 6 months it's either blistering hot. I don't like the extreme warm weather, especially on the ocean when it really is so humid. It's like breathing water, and then then your body normalizes to like 60, 70 gravel. It gets down to be 50s and 40s, and you're freezing just like if you were in sub-zero here for Paul and I.
Let's see, Sam Hayden's in here, but he's leaving already.
Oh, Sam's heading.
Huh. I don't know. I gotta go take a quick look.
JD said
Oh,
he'd move down there and run it for us, Paul.
yeah, there you go. He worked for you there,
Yeah.
or as a general manager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know this, if JD were the general manager down there, this kind of nonsense on a Saturday morning, which is a peak day, wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Well, with the rain and everything, snow and the mix going on, I don't think there's going to be a lot of flying in our area, Paul.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
I'm
Just
still,
check.
when I get bored and I go over and watch some more YouTube videos on my thermal imaging. You know, I've owned thermal imaging cameras in the past, but you know, they change them. And so I've been watching videos on one range of the Anafi because the Anafi doesn't have OcuSync.
Yeah.
And also the range of or the different settings for the thermal imaging. And I think I got a gist of it, but I don't think I have a gist of it. I think it's still a little bit confusing to me because there's certain settings you can move the slider up and down and tune in the RGB with the thermal imaging. So
Cool. Hey, Kim.
Kim, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Paul and Paul, how are you?
Good.
Wow, what's that? The 3D printing, building here you're in or what?
Yeah, that's my 3D printing stage. But, how y'all doing?
Hey, we're hanging in there. It's just snowy, nasty here.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm drunk, so don't mind me.
That's all right. Somebody's got to be drunk.
Yeah.
You got that covered.
Oh,
Marie
you
S.
Free. Sam, how you doing, buddy?
Yep. Sam Hayden.
Hanging with JD. Where are you, man? You're not up here. Come on, get up here.
Well, Paul said that he thought JD might be heading out to do some work or something.
Yeah, you said you wanted to do some
Oh,
yard work
okay.
or something.
Oh,
Wish we
okay.
had, wish we had the weather to go do some
Whether
yard
to
work
do
here.
yard work, yeah.
It's raining here tonight.
I see, Paul, they still haven't floated that ship yet, eh?
No.
We're still stuck out there.
Hey, Dave, how are you? Easy. Yeah, it started raining about 10 minutes ago.
Well,
I'm over the rain.
here's what's going on here.
Got a little bit of snow this morning.
It's yucky.
Yeah.
It's 32 degrees right on the border.
Neighbor's going out to work. There he
Yep.
goes.
Up late anyways.
Or shopping or whatever. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello,
it's-
Marie.
it's
How are
out.
you?
They're eating peanuts. And then I got two squirrelies over here eating peanuts that I threw down here.
Throw
So-
the peanuts out. Come on, throw the peanuts out.
Be fed, you know.
Yep. Marie, how are you? That's it. JD, you can go and run that place and yeah, there you go, man. Get all the hotties.
Yeah, you could just think you could pick out which one you wanted. Yeah,
Right. Heck yeah.
Marshall says he's so glad he doesn't live where we do, Paul.
Oh yeah. I don't miss that crap. And I don't want to
Maria-
go back.
Marie S says, well, what Paul was referring to, Tim, is there's a big ship that ran aground down in Lake Erie. And
Oh, really?
it has a draft of like 9 meters and the where it ran aground is only like 6 meters. So there's 3 meters of ground underneath it.
Oh my God.
So they're like trying to suck the mud out from underneath it.
That ain't gonna work because it'll keep on building up anyway. Every
Yeah.
time that
you take it out and kind of, yeah. Yeah.
it'll fall back in. So it's not gonna work.
Well, because it's been there, what, over a week now, isn't it,
Yeah.
Paul? It's been,
Yeah, it's been there
Yeah.
a week.
It'll be there forever. Unless
Well,
they
they
crank it up
figured-
or-
well, they said they figured they're gonna have to partly unload it out there.
Yeah, but the
partially
problem
unload
is
it.
they're gonna have to
and
unload it, but I don't know, Paul, if they can get a ship close enough to unload it into another ship
That's true. Yeah, never thought of that.
because it's so shallow, you know?
Yeah.
Well, they can half unload it and then hook a tugboat up to it.
Yeah,
They
get the
can do
tug. Well,
that.
they do. It's surrounded by tugs, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, and two dredgers are there too right now.
Oh, they got a dredger there. Oh, well.
Yeah, they got
good.
two of them.
There you go.
I bet you that captain of that ship don't have a job anymore.
No, because if they have to call the cutters in, yeah, he's out of a job, definitely. A cutter is a very expensive doing. Hey Rob, how are you? Yeah, I was gonna start a live and I was like, ah, Paul's on. It's gonna be the drunky rowdy bunch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Hell of a night tonight. Telling you. Rain starts again and there's nowhere to go. Nowhere to, the rain, the ground is soaked. But has nowhere to go.
Well, you know, when the weather gets bad, I don't care where you are in the world. It has an
There it
effect
is.
on your attitude, you know, the individuals.
No,
You
I
feel
don't.
cooped up after a while, you know?
Yep. Hey, Justin, I sent you a message, but you never replied.
My bad.
What,
I was,
hey?
I'm trying to get this decal on Sarah's road, so.
Yeah, Matt was like, "Are you doing it or not?" I said, "I waited 10 minutes, man."
I got
So-
side focus on trying to get this decal on.
Hey, Curtis, how you doing? Curtis Dart is in the chat.
Hey, come on, Curtis.
How are you? How are you, Curtis?
Why, was Matt gonna go live with you or what?
Oh yeah, we were gonna do a lot. I invited you, Ed, Matt, but nobody replied, so I just ended it.
That was
Oh.
my bad. I got sidetracked doing this.
Well, I never even noticed. Look at Rob Welsh was in there too this morning. Wow.
Yeah, Welsh Rob, how
Yeah,
you doing,
yeah.
buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, what are you doing? Gonna come on or what? There, Rob.
Hey, come on up, Rob.
I was just looking
Hey,
at
Paul,
Little
if you didn't-
Laura's there too.
Hey,
Little
Paul, if you
Laura.
didn't-
Wow.
Paul, if you didn't hear, Justin's daughter is a new drone pilot. She has her own channel now.
Oh, yeah, we have, we've seen the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good.
He, what he's done is secretively, he's ordered her Inspire 2 complete set.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I can see that happening, Paul.
Yeah.
But that's a hush hush. We don't tell anybody.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hush, hush. There
Well-
goes his job for the next 2 years.
And he was gonna order the new Matrice 30.
Oh my God, I would love to have that.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Yep, I looked at that.
I was gonna talk to my local fire department, not fire department. They're like a rescue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk to them if they would go halfies in it with me. I'm gonna talk to them.
Well, you know what it is what you talk to them and find out, one, if they'll go half with you. Second of all, if they can't afford that, would they be willing to pay for the use of it,
Right.
because then you could go to the bank, borrow the money and do it like a business.
And get a grant. Yeah.
And pay it, pay it so much a month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 11,000. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, if
See,
you want to make your money back within a year, I think it's useful. But if you're not going to,
Yeah.
Don't do
You
it.
gotta have a revenue on the other end.
You have to have a passion to fly,
Mm.
first of all. And second,
well, you got to
of
have
all,
a use case scenario
Yep,
first.
yep.
You know?
have a use for it. It's like I bought this thermal imaging camera on a whim again. This is the fourth
Second time.
thermal imaging. Yeah, but this is the fourth thermal imaging camera I bought.
Oh,
And there it sits.
Yeah. You see, Rob Well
Oh,
was saying he's not doing well today again. So
Sorry, Bob.
yeah,
Great,
chemo's a
he-
bitch, man.
it's only a couple of weeks, a week or two. He's supposed to be coming over here.
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming to Canada.
And he's not doing well. That's maybe not a good thing.
Well, he's already started the shooting, right? I think.
Yeah, it's a series that they're doing for the BBC, I think.
Yeah, he already started it. It's this
And
time in
so,
America.
Yep. And he sends crews out, but he likes to go out and check in with the crews and make sure everything's good, which is normal. You know, you want to have your hands involved.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
well, sorry to hear
Fine.
that, Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, because I texted him yesterday to check in on him, see how he was doing.
We're all behind you, buddy.
It's like I went for a nap. I think I slept for like 6 hours and then I woke up and I was like, oh shit, it's still Saturday. So how are you liking that thermal? Anafi? Does it fly good or what?
Well, he's had one before though.
I can't hear you, Paul.
No, he's muted. I think he's talking to somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that-
talking.
That MT30, man, I would love to have it. And I love that docking station that it has, but
Yeah.
you gotta have a
Wonder-
use case scenario. If you can't pay for that drain within a month, there's no
Yeah.
need for it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you got the money to spend on it, then by all means. have
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
You just want to have it. Like,
Or
you
you
talking-
find somebody in the area that's like would be a good benefactor if you tell them that they could give you the money to do for some good with it, you know?
Well, that's like, I mean, like if you have a good contractor that they have a long-term job, like I'm going on a long-term job, it's starting next week or the week after. If I could talk to him, shit, I'll buy it next week. But
Yeah.
you gotta have a use case scenario for it and you gotta make sure that you're gonna make the money off back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the case if you're actually using it for business. But if you
Right.
got the money to
exactly.
buy it just for pleasure, then
No, no,
Kenny
no,
is
no, I
in the
wouldn't buy
chat.
that. No, I wouldn't buy that recreational. Fuck. Oh, hell no. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I wouldn't buy a recreational. That's not, nah.
I mean, if I had the money, I'd buy one just for the hell of it.
Well, yeah. Well, look at 51 drones, man. He got it given to him for testing. He loves it. And the reviews he did on it, oh my god, they're amazing. But I only think about it because like you get the MT30 and how he's doing it. What about the Mavic 3? It's not even up to that far yet. You know what I mean? Like the Mavic 3 came out and it's not even up to that far. And they brought the Matrice 30 out and it's way better than that. So how did they get that linked up so well, so quick? You know what I mean?
Little Ama Laura just made the statement that she's waiting to come down with COVID. Turns out her sister and nephew has it.
It's not fun having that.
Nope.
It's not good. I hate that. 5 days of sweats and shakes and yeah, I didn't like that crap. It's like a bad flu. That's all it is.
Well, let's face it too, Tim. As much as they want to try to portray the Mavic 3 as some professional drone, it's not what
It's
movie
not.
studios and shit are using.
It's
a
not, yeah.
professional. It's a professional. What would you say? Recreational drone.
Yeah.
Hey,
I wouldn't
Curtis
want
Dart.
it.
Yeah, Curtis just said the Inspire 3 is on its way.
Well, they said in October, didn't they? Or April.
Yeah.
When you're selling a company a $14,000-$15,000 drone, you better make sure that shit works before it leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus selling just some regular people a $3,000 or $4,000 drone.
Yeah. You're a little low, Justin. Is your mic a little? I don't know.
Zoom keeps turning my mic down. There we go. Is that better?
Yep.
There you go. I can hear you now. Yeah. You're good now. Yeah, it does the same thing to me, Justin. Every time I go into Zoom, it changes my audio.
There it is, Tim, so we can drool.
Yeah, I know, right? I would love it. Don't get me wrong. I would like that truck.
See somebody step this game up, huh?
Game over.
The all-new Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
They sent me that email like 5 minutes after preview or premiere.
Uh-huh.
And oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. And I'll wake up at 3 o'clock during the week, so
I mean, just look at that baby and the controller too,
it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. But I'm saying they did all that advancements to that drone. Why couldn't they do that to the Mavic 3? Because it's just Mavic 3 is recreational. They didn't care.
Well,
They
cost
just-
factor
Yeah.
too, I think. You
Yeah.
probably could have a Mavic 3 with a lot of that in it, but it would be, what, $7,000?
Yeah, but I'm saying they didn't do the technology and they didn't advance it. Like, how long did it take to get the GLONASS? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then they send this out and it works automatically.
yeah,
That's because they were rushing the Mavic 3 for Christmas. That's why.
Yeah,
look at that controller. Wow.
that's a power station right there, the controller. Holy crap. And then you got the extra one, and then you have ground control right there. Briefcase.
Yeah.
And what about the other one that folds up automatically? You hit a button and it just unfolds.
Yeah, yeah, the launch station that you can put someplace, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know why? Because they're designing these drones now to not need a pilot anymore.
Well,
Companies don't want
it's
to pay some guy to fly anymore. They want to put these things out in the field where they can just leave it and it'll take off and do its own missions every day.
Yeah. And you still got functions C and D, don't you? Yeah, B and C on the back. And then that's a battery there. And then the drone itself has 2 batteries.
Yeah,
So you can hotspot real quick, like bring it down and whatever.
This is why I kind of am on the point now where I laugh when I see people getting their 107 anymore, because the market's getting so flooded with 107 pilots that jobs are becoming ridiculously cheap to do. And it's
That's
almost
right.
not worth it anymore.
That's right. That's right. That's like when I said the Phantom 5 is going to come out. If they have interchangeable cameras, it'll be awesome. Like,
yeah.
you know
that's
how
key.
Altel has the 6K and the 8K? Just think if we had that on the Phantom 5. It'd
Well,
be amazing.
that's the thing, Tim, is that they spent all that time and energy developing swappable cameras on the Inspire series. Then they don't follow through.
Mhm. Very true. Look at that. Look at that control there, right there.
Yep. And when it lands, it slides it and holds it
Locks it in place.
and unloads the data. Did you see the data stream going? down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi. Yeah. That's amazing, man. I would love to have that drone if I had a use case scenario for it.
Yeah.
I would just like to have it just to have it. I would care less about the
Yeah,
business aspect.
Yeah, right. It already has light sheet programmed into it
Yep.
already. Boom.
And I think it has like a 20x zoom on it.
I think 30. I think it's
Oh,
a 30.
30x. Okay.
Yeah. Well, just think, like last time I did a gutter inspection, this guy called me and he goes, "Oh, can you do it?" And I said, "Yeah." I rocked up to it and I opened up the casing. He goes, "Wow." You know, just think if I came with that.
With that, yep.
That's a big majority of the jobs around here, gutter inspections, because we live in a national forest like I do.
Yeah.
So everybody, all my neighbors are like, "Oh, can you check my gutters this weekend?" Yeah. Like, wow. But if I had that, I could do everything to the property, I reckon. That's amazing. It's amazing drone.
Well, this is supposed to be the Inspire 3 right here. all
So it's not going to
multi-closed
have the
in.
bottom. It's not going to have the bottom propellers like.
No, yeah. You got 4 different colors apparently. So I don't know. But anyway,
Well,
I'm used to the white.
We got 4 months, don't we? We got 4 months until it comes out, I think.
Yeah, what they were saying, okay, where is it?
Is it going to be AccuSync, Paul?
I
Great.
haven't got Yeah, I haven't,
OcuSync 3, I think, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yep.
Because that was my only drawback. Paul doesn't have a trouble with it, but when I was
Yeah.
flying on the border,
Yeah.
I had problems with the light bridge. Oh, look at the expected price.
See,
Yeah,
I
that's
said
probably what-
when-
it's probably
I
without a
said-
camera.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
I said
I
when
think
the
that's
Aspire-
probably with that expensive camera.
Yeah, when the Aspire 3 comes out, I'll take a loan, but if the Phantom 5 comes out before that, I'll take a loan for that.
What's the inspected price? I wasn't paying attention to.
5 to 7,000.
Yeah, but with the camera, probably about 8 or 10. Well,
Yeah.
Australian.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 8K, 30 feet per second cinema. And with the Apple Pros, it's 6K, 30 feet per second. It's H265, 264 or 200 megabytes download, so.
You see what Blizzard said? He goes, do you think it closes if it's dumping a foot of snow on the launch pad? Well, it said that it's weatherproof, didn't it?
I think, well, yeah, self-warming too. So in other words, like that entire case has heating elements in it.
Right. That's what I thought.
Well, that's why I said they're
crazy.
trying to make it to where it can be stationary somewhere.
Exactly. You could put it on top of a building and then you could call it up anytime you want to.
Yeah, it's gonna be a launching pad, yeah. Ground control, sorry.
And plus, you got to remember too, you got to be able to protect those batteries from the elements too.
Well, it's got double batteries, so you can bring it down and hot spot it or hot swap really quick, take it back up. I just don't understand. They brought that out and then the Mavic 3 had so many problems with it. Why
Yeah.
would you bring a drone out that had so many problems with it? Then all of a sudden you bring out a month later, a drone that's so advanced.
Well,
Why?
what I don't understand, Tim, maybe it's just me. But with all the people out there owning Inspires, whether Inspire 1, Inspire 2s, why they don't allow them to send it back with a modular system, just unplug one module, plug in,
Yeah,
give it OcuSync 3 or whatever,
yeah.
even if, because it's like, you got thousands of dollars tied up. You'd
Yeah,
probably be happy to spend 750 or 800 bucks just to get it updated,
but the problem would be, it would be in the OS, wouldn't it be, Paul? So if it's connected to the OS, that's the problem.
Yep,
If OcuSync is connected to the OS, that's the problem.
yep. Yeah, it'd have to be modular. You'd have to be able to swap that all out.
Right.
Yeah, but DJI doesn't want that. They want total.
No, they want you
control.
to buy new.
Yeah, they're like Apple. They want you to buy the latest. They don't want to.
Proprietary.
They don't want you updating.
And a throwaway. The more you want to throw away, the more they can replace it.
Right. If you
Because
don't
they
buy
have
it-
very much the same business aspect as Apple.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't buy our stuff, it's all proprietary. Then you're screwed.
Well, that's why they're, not wanting people to use third-party apps now because they don't want to be able to have total control.
Well, I heard they're changing that, aren't they? They're gonna like duck it down.
Well, that's what I've
can't do
heard,
anything.
but I don't know how true it is. I've
Yeah,
heard that as well.
I heard that.
Or it's gonna be
yesterday.
a list, or it's gonna be a certain approved third-party apps by DJI. And honestly, at this point, it's probably gonna be Litchi if it's gonna be any of them.
I was thinking that. It's kind
Because
of crap though. It's kind of crap. Why would you do that? If you're making so much money, why wouldn't you let everybody have it? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's because they have such a huge market share too, so they can control that. Now, once a company comes in and starts threatening them, once they turn into Kmart and then one new Walmart comes in,
Yeah.
then you'll see, you might see shit like that happen.
Yeah, well, Frank's not in control of it anymore, is he? Is Frank Wang in control of DJI anymore? Or did he sell it off? I
Who?
don't know. Frank Wang, he's the
Wang.
He's the-
Yep.
yeah, he's the He started DJI. Yeah.
Is any Chinese company truly owned by their owner?
No,
There's the three right there. There's the
yeah,
S.
Potato Jet. He did the
2S.
best. He did the best review of it, I
Yep.
reckon. Potato Jet, because
Yep.
he's a camera guy. He's
Yep.
a camera guy. And
Wow, look how-
everything that he
oh.
does. Yeah.
Wow, look how big that drone on the right, the M30 is compared to
Oh
the
yeah,
rest.
there. Yep, and there it just is huge.
Well, 51 Drones did one too. Had the markings on it as the beta
Yeah.
drone.
Yeah,
It was amazing. And God, how heavy would that controller be? Holy crap. You
Hey,
would
Blizzard, I
definitely-
thought Blizzard FPV, I thought FPV guys love proprietary closed source products.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think you guys liked open source stuff.
No, that's what I got told. Yeah. That's why FPVers get out of DJI mostly. Because they don't like open source. But now Potato Jet did the best review of it. Because he's not like-minded in the DJI, you know what I mean? He says what he wants. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the size of that controller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God, man. That's bigger than the RC Pro, any of them.
Well, see, that's why I don't like watching some of these reviewers on YouTube, because they all still we're trying to defend the Mavic 3 all the way up till the point of now. Instead of just
Yeah.
come out and saying, it's a crap drone that has a lot of problems.
Well, how good was that when they didn't get GLONASS? And they were just going, oh, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. Yeah, but they were showing after 10 minutes of waiting for satellites. But I guess, well, I heard they fixed it, so that's all good.
There's some reviewers that will be honest, and then there's some that are just going to go along with what the company wants because they're getting free shit.
Mhm. The best review of the Mavic 3 is what Herman did. He just waited around.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious, man. That was the best review of the Mavic 3 right there.
That was hilarious. But they say that they fixed it here this last week, right?
Yeah, but even Herman was one of those people that was trying to defend it to the death. Whenever somebody brought up an issue with
I
it,
think just what they were defending is and I can't relate to it because I haven't seen it personally, but that the camera was fantastic. The drone
Oh, the
itself,
camera was amazing.
yeah.
oh yeah, I don't doubt that the camera itself was fantastic.
hey,
But
Paul,
I
here's
think
a evergreen forward. We got one in front, one behind,
Oh boy.
trying to dredge it, trying to refloat it. Yeah. Yeah, that's
But a lot of it too was them trying to defend their justification of spending that much money on a drone.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. That's
They
what
did.
Blizzard just said. That's what Blizzard just said. You
Oh,
don't.
did he?
Yeah, he
He
said you
cocked.
don't jump on the hyper train.
Right. And I've said that for, I've been saying that for weeks now, that's why they get some people will get pissy when you bring up the fact that the Mavic 3 has a lot of issues. And they get pissy because the fact that they spent that much money on it and they don't want to admit that they
Well,
feel like they
I
wasted some of
I
it.
think too, Justin, there's a lot of people that look to other people that they know will buy it and try it and get their report. They trust them, like AZ Drone. Okay. AZ, he buys them, tries them, and he tells you like it is.
Yes,
Oh
he
yeah.
does.
I wish he
Yes,
would
he
do some
does.
videos because he has a unboxing gold mine at his house.
He has a fleet, man. It's unreal. It's like I tell everybody, this one right here, that's what AZ sent me for free.
Yep.
I could go to
And,
AZ's and do 2 years of unboxing. videos.
Oh, man, he sent me that for free and
Yep.
that's the Jumper T16.
Yeah.
That controls all of my FPV. He's a good bloke. Dave is a good guy.
There he is.
I don't know. I'm thinking like I'm saving up for the RC Pro because I sold my smart controller.
I want
Okay.
ours.
You sold the original smart controller.
Yeah, well,
Not the-
I think
not
I
the
got a
Smart
deal.
Controller Pro.
I think I got the deal. I think I got a good deal. What I did, I sold the Maverick 2 Zoom, 6 batteries, case, smart controller, and I got $1,600 cash for that. And I got a Maverick Mini 2 Flymore package. So I think I got a good deal.
Yeah.
And the Mini 2 is unreal. I don't care what anybody says. That's fucking unreal. That thing, what I saw what Matt and Ari did with it, oh my god. You would not believe his last video. That was Mini 2.
Yeah.
Last 2 videos. 2.
Well, you know, even Dobo admitted in one of his videos that you could do professional.
You can. You can.
You could do professional, realty work with the Mini 2 because he actually did some videos for a realtor with the Mini 2.
It's 4K.
Well,
It's
the
a-
Mini 2 would be perfect for a backup drone. Paul's been looking at them.
Yeah.
Or the Air 2S. For Paul, when he's doing real estate, when it's really enclosed, you know, you got to get
Yep.
underneath and
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
you know
I've
what?
been messing with I've been messing with DaVinci for the last week, and Matt's been helping me. And what you can do in that program is unreal,
Man, it's
And-
free.
and it's free. But you can't do things in DaVinci that you can do with the bought version. Like I noticed
Yep.
with me and Matt talking in Zoom, but it's unreal. It's
Oh,
unreal
yeah.
what you can do. I'm
Paul,
still learning.
what do you
I'm still
use,
going.
Paul?
Well, I got DaVinci Resolve. I use it, but also I got Pinnacle 24 Ultimate. Now the new ones come out the 25 Ultimate or 25. You can get that or whatever, but the 24 fully loaded. Yeah, it you can do graphics and everything on it. But I paid for that one. But it was like 110, 120 bucks or something I paid for. it.
DaVinci is over like $500 here, but I'm not gonna release this video until I get it all set.
Yeah.
But I need more footage because I deleted a lot of footage, so I need more. So I gotta go out flying, but it's been raining.
Well, let's
Every
face
time I
it.
have a day off, it starts raining. It's crazy.
You know, some of these people that say, I've heard people say, "Oh, the Mini 2's just not there for professional work." But when
Bullshit.
you're judging the Mini 2 from your photography background, you're going to think it's not that great.
Right.
But
Right,
when
right.
you got to look at it from the eyes of an average person. The
Right,
average person that
exactly.
doesn't do photography or do anything with video or drones,
Yeah.
it's going to look absolutely amazing to them.
Well, it's like I can look at a video and say, "Oh, that's perfect color," and then Matt will come in. No saturation. Oh no, the contrast. You know,
Right.
it's like what? And yeah, he makes it perfect in his videos. If you watch Matt's videos, they're astounding. They're awesome.
Hey, JD, there, if you're still here, there's a target rich environment for you right there.
Let's see if we can get Matt up here. Hold
Oh,
on.
Rob, I messaged you too to see how you were doing, buddy.
You didn't get my message, butthead.
Well, actually, my phone, I had plugged it in right before I started working on that decal because it had shut off and died.
Okay, yeah. I sent the video to Matt. See if he comes in.
Oh, you're good,
No,
Rob.
he's amazing on his DaVinci skills. He needs to do more tutorials like on transitions and stuff like that. Because you gotta cut like the left to the right of the video and then put the transition in. And then it doesn't meet, and then you gotta pull it back and, oh crap. I've been messing with it all week.
I actually was telling Matt last night because I know JD's kind of learning how to do it. And he's watched a couple of Matt's videos. I said, you just need to set up a time and do an actual offline course,
Well,
like class.
well, that's what we did. Me and Matt did that. But my problem is when I'm on computer, I only had 32 gig, 32 RAM. I need to change my RAM out and make it a little bit thing because eventually it lags a lot. So as me and Matt were looking at it, it was lagging a lot. I couldn't draw it over and all that crap. So
Hey, did you see what AZ put in the chat? I don't know if I missed that or not, but I have all the capability, tools, and knowledge of professional video recording and editing, but zero time to do it.
Time.
I
Yeah,
wish I had more time in my life.
well, he
It's-
runs a business, man. He runs a
Yeah.
business. He don't have no time at all.
yeah.
well, it's rough when you're buying a new drone every day. It keeps you busy, man.
Yeah.
So you're
You
feeling
run-
sorry for AZ, right?
Yeah.
AZ runs a big business, so yeah, he don't have time at
Well,
all.
I figured he bought the damn Nano in every color.
Yeah, yeah. I got a picture of all his oh my god.
Oh, Rob, you're good too, dude. I saw your message. You're good. I figured you were busy.
Oh yeah, yeah, sorry. Hope you get well, Rob. Chemo does suck.
Yeah, I've been keeping tabs on him since he was all depressed on Paul's show that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Told him I told him, don't you be giving up now.
No, it's good to have somebody to talk to. That's
Yeah,
why I
Rob's
do
a
it.
fighter, but you know, the diagnostic is not good, but he's going to continue to fight it right to the end.
Oh, he will. He will.
I have a lot of respect.
Oh, you kiss my ass, AZ.
Shitty job like that.
Justine.
Oh,
That's fucked up.
Did you see that, Paul?
What's that?
Oh my god.
See what AZ said?
Yeah.
He said, I wish I had a shitty job like
Shitty job
Justine.
like Justine. Yeah.
Fucking AZ owns a business. You don't have a job. Well, it is a job, but yeah.
Yeah.
Rob wanted to know, you said, did you message him, Tim?
No. I did message him a while ago to see how he's doing.
Yeah, but I mean, just in general.
No. I'm sorry. No. I've been working a lot. Like this past week and a half has been crap. But I got a job coming up. It's gonna be 12-hour days, and it's gonna be crap. But it's good money. I'll be getting all my toys again and saving up, putting in my savings again. Like I used to.
It could be worse, AZ. I could be working at McDonald's.
Oh yeah. No.
Dude, and it's no offense against anybody that works there, but sometimes I'll see like a 30, 40-year-old working there, and I'm just like, man, if that was me, I'd feel so embarrassed working here.
That'd be like an Adam Sandler movie.
Well, it's because that's more of a teenager job, you know what I'm saying? So when
Yeah.
you're working there in your 40s,
Mhm. I worked there when I was
Wanna go tight?
16. I was a staff manager when I was 16.
I worked there when I was like 17 or 18. I was a grill technician.
Yeah.
That's the fancy
Well,
term.
I started out at that, Justin,
Oh.
and then the manager, her name is Sadie, and she made me a staff manager. That was funny as hell. So I had all them the badges on, with the little stickers you get. It was pretty cool. But the only problem was I was in control of the money every night. So I had to till it up every night.
Yep. I just looked out, let dogs out in the snow like hell here right now.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
No, I'm waiting for summer. Yeah.
Yeah, summer.
Yeah, freaking Matt kept me up till 3 o'clock this morning.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking on Messenger for a while after he got off his live.
He never talks to me. I mean, that's the perks of being with the production crew. So,
Yeah. Well, and JD's now joined his. He's the head of his legal department now.
Oh God.
Because we already have a lawsuit against Chris from Sunrise Water Media for stealing clips off of Matt's show for his video.
Oh, that's funny. That was
Yeah.
funny as hell when he said that.
Yeah, we're suing over the likeness of Kelly trying to do the Kelly bump. It's too close to.
Oh, Kelly Dillinger. Yeah. Or no, Kelly
No, it
Shores.
was the
Sorry.
Kelly Shores.
Sorry.
He's infringing on Matt's.
That was funny as hell when y'all said
I don't know
that.
the legal terms. That's
Copyright,
JD's department.
copyright.
Yeah, we were going to hit him with copyright injunctions and all that good stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah, Rob, I just sent you a thing on Facebook. So yeah.
But instead of we decided to settle, and instead we just offered Chris a head producer position. 250,000 a year with stock options. Full
Oh
medical.
man, it was so funny when y'all were talking about that on the live today. Oh my God, that was a funny show, man. That was a good show. Did you get, like I asked in the chat, but you never answered? Do you got scars?
No,
No.
I told you I did answer you. I said only emotional.
Oh, emotional. Yeah,
I said only emotional scars.
that's crazy. Man. It's fucking crazy.
No,
Because
that's why
when I checked, you only had one. You only had one that you had to do, and then I went to the live, and I was like, "What?"
yeah.
It went up like 3.
Yeah, Matt messaged me and said, I'm at 1920. I said, yeah, I see all your fake accounts, you dick.
Well,
Yeah.
Justin, you could come up with the Justine bump. And what that would be you talking, and all of a sudden off camera, Sarah's hand comes up and gives you the bump. The bump. The bump.
Yeah.
Be giving
All
her no
right, Dave,
ideas.
man, you drive careful, Dave. Go to Home Depot. What do you get me? You get some wood. That's the last time I went to a Bunnings over here is a Home Depot. And I got a
Everything's ass backwards over there.
yeah. I got a 5 liter what's that? Inside outside vacuum. I got a 5 liter one. It's the last time I went to. You know.
Well, gas has gone down a little bit here.
Yeah, what, 5 cents?
It was getting up to like 450 something. Now I think yesterday I went and filled up my
You don't
work
want to
truck.
be over here then. You
I
don't
think it
want
was
to be
like
over here.
409.
You don't want to be over here because it's like over 205, and that's like over $8 a gallon. And it didn't bring up our pay wages at all.
Yeah.
Like, so we're still living at the same pay wage. No, you don't.
But I guarantee the company you work for and everything is charging more an hour. How much you want to bet?
Well, they are to the clients. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's what
to
I'm
us.
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yep. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, we're $7.74 here a gallon.
Yeah, we went down about 30-40 cents. It's down around $4 now.
But I
Oh,
heard
it's,
that Canada is
it's
opening up the taps to 300,000 barrels a day.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, Canada, didn't you guys
That's
say
bull crap.
Canada? I think was it Paul that you said Canada told the US they needed to start doing production together or something like that?
They're
Yeah.
doing the
Oh, I-
pipeline. They're doing the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
Well,
need
what
he
to
was-
start up, they need to start up everything that Biden stopped.
well, it's not gonna, they're not gonna do that.
Oh, no, they won't. They won't, not Biden. But I think
No.
you might see some change though coming in November if they do take the House and the
Senate.
Senate. Yep,
Well, if they get through that, yeah, hell yeah.
things will
But like
change.
I said, Paul, I'm at like 209 a liter. So what's that in gallons? So that's like $8 a gallon.
Almost 8.5. Yep.
Yeah.
Eight
But
and a
they're
half.
not-
What's a gallon like down in Australia? Here it's 4.6 liters.
Yeah, same,
Same.
Huh? The same?
same.
And how
yeah.
much did you say it is a liter there now, Tim?
209.
209 times
It's a-
four.
that's
I just
universal.
put
That's
4.5 for a number. $9.40 I'm showing.
$9.40 a gallon.
That's universal. That don't change. But with the exchange rate, it's fucking unreal. It's crazy. What's your exchange rate now, Paul? It's like 75 cents or 70.
No, it's actually less than that. I think it's 73 or 74 right now.
Oh, damn, that's pretty good. I liked it when it was at 68 when I first moved over here. I loved it. I had
No,
American.
I mean, that's a Canadian dollar to American dollar.
Oh,
so-
okay.
So if we buy anything, you got to add another 30%.
Yeah. When I first moved here in 2003, it was at 68. And when I exchanged American for Australian, I was very happy. I
Yeah.
was very happy. But no.
At one
not
time
now.
we used to be par or above the American dollar, but see what they want to do is keep it below because then we get more American investment in Canada, right? Because it's
Yeah.
cheaper to manufacture in Canada
Well-
because the dollar's low.
Did you see what Blizzard put in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait till
carbon
April Fool's
tax,
carbon
yeah.
tax.
Yeah,
That's-
carbon tax.
That's 11 cents a liter, almost 50 cents a gallon.
Yeah, but
Well-
the price of the barrels are going down.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I don't understand.
Well, it's funny if you go back, what, 6, 7, 8 years ago, a barrel of oil was $143 a barrel oil, but we were only
Yeah.
paying less than $1 a liter for fuel. But now it's only $1.12 or 20 or whatever it is, and we're paying, like $1.72 a liter. Like,
Well, 8 years ago, we were at 75 cents a liter.
yeah,
8 years ago. And then, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
dude, here in Florida, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we were seeing late 90, early 2000 prices. We were down to like almost $1.20 a gallon.
See, that's bullshit, man. It's unreal.
You could literally fill your car up for like 20, 25 bucks. Now it costs 45, 50.
oh crap, that
And I
must be
remember when
nice.
I remember when I got my Camaro when I first started driving, I had a Firebird, like the one in the movies with Burt Reynolds. I had the exact same one. I could get $5 of gas, and that would get me to a half tank.
Don't you even say petrol. I
Yeah.
saw you.
Yeah, I
heard you.
was about to say that.
Well, the funny thing about all this, the government and everything, even Canada here, they're pushing, get electric cars, it's so much cheaper, it's easier to think. But they haven't even started thinking about road tax yet on an electric car.
No,
Well, that's right.
Well,
You wait, they'll get everybody switched over, most people over to electric cars, then they're gonna go, oh yeah, by the way, you owe us $20,000 a year to drive on our roads.
So
You know,
now, if you go on to them electric stations, like they have them in my town here, and now if you rock up to them and you put the thing in, do they charge it? How do you pay for it?
you got to put a credit card in.
Yeah.
How much is that a liter? Like how much? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, they're making money.
Fucking.
But
hell.
they're,
Well,
but they're
this
saying,
is-
well, yeah,
Well, this is what I want to, that I've always asked that nobody's, and AZ probably could answer this. Does the amount of electric that you're using at home to plug your car in, does that justify the amount of gas you would be paying for throughout the month? Like, is it?
Yeah,
about
what's the equal, what's
Yeah.
the equal
Like,
liberation on that?
is your electric bill now going from 150 to $600 because you're plugging your car in every day?
Right, that's
Well,
what I want
or-
to know.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
that's about how much you would spend on gas a month is around $400. Most people, you know.
Right. That's what I want to know. If you have it at the dock, if you have a
And when
docking
go-
station
when-
at the
And when
house,
you go to re-battery an electric vehicle, it's several $1,000s.
Well, you know,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think the average life for a battery in a Tesla, I want to say is 5 to 7 years, and they can't recycle them. So, and you know, like Blizzard FPV said, you know, there isn't enough lithium on Earth to provide everybody an electric
With
car.
electric
So
vehicles, yep.
you're talking about replacement batteries too every 5 to 7 years.
that would be a hell of a head fuck. I mean, seriously. If you think about it, I mean, it's a good technology, but wow, that's a lot of money.
And the thing is, I know people, not personally, but I know, you know, people, they said they buy these electric cars. And then it costs them about $10,000 to have a, you know, a station put in their house so they can charge the vehicle at a good rate. You can use a 110 or something, or 120 or 240,
One-
whatever
But
to
it
plug your
doesn't
car.
fast charge.
But
I
it
would
was not a
think
fast
what-
charge. You
what
only
do you
might
have
get
to do?
10% overnight.
But what would you have? Would it be a 240 or higher? Would it be a phase 3?
At
Does
240,
anybody know that?
But they said they bought a car and then they found out they had to pay another $10,000 for an electrician to come in and
Well-
install a thing into their system.
Well, what a lot of people down here in the States are doing is they're taking they'll have an electrician come in and just put another 220 plug in, and then they'll get the 220 adapter.
Yeah.
And,
220.
yeah.
All right, there you go.
And it's
That's
not
what I wanted to,
nearly
that's
as
what I
ex-
wanted to know. That's
well,
what
it's
I
not
wanted
that
to know.
it's not, well, at least down here, it's not that expensive to have an electrician come throw a 220 plug on your wall. I mean,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
probably
that's
looking
phase
at a
two.
few $100
That's
bucks
Yeah.
because
That's a
most
phase
people,
2 line.
well, like in my garage, right, the breaker for the breaker box for the house is inside the garage, the inside breaker box. So
Mhm.
it wouldn't be nothing for them to drop a plug right below it. That'd only cost me a few $100.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
a 220 plug thrown in there and add an extra breaker or whatever in there.
Yeah. That's what I always wanted to know is if your electric would go up or how much it would cost at a docking station. That's what I
Just-
would have always,
AZ said an average of $6 for 240 miles.
well, there you go. Ah,
Yep. Yeah.
I thought,
But anyway,
okay.
but I wanted to see what the road tax was getting when they start figuring, holy crap, we got not getting road tax money from these people. And then all of a sudden,
yeah,
they're
somebody's
slapping
got
on
to
there.
pay for the roads. How you gonna do it?
Okay, so it's good for over 10 years, AZ said. Okay, I
Okay,
wasn't
10
sure
years.
about that.
10 years. All right. Well, fuck me. I mean,
I mean, it's not bad for the, because that's about the average life of most people's cars these days anyway.
well, it's average of your battery life on a regular cell battery. Because
Shit,
remember,
you're
you
lucky.
put distilled water in it and you can make it live forever. Like past that.
Yeah, Bob Glazier, screw electric cars. Where do you think the dumbasses think you get the electricity from? Out of your ass?
Yeah.
That's why they need to go
Well-
back to nuclear power.
Is that what? Well, look at this. I mean, back in the 1930s or 1940s, they had cars that ran on water. And then the oil contractors or whatever shut them down. The government shut them down. The guy that invented it, his son still has that same car to this day and still drives it. It was drivable on water,
It's hydrogen. It's the hydrogen in the
Hydrogen.
water. It burns.
hydrogen.
I mean, some of the most efficient ways to make power ever has been nuclear. But it seems like everybody wanted to move away from that. That's what Germany did.
Well,
They had all,
they had a couple of disasters and it just set it all back. But if you think about all the nuclear power plants around the world, what's the percentage of disasters versus how much electricity they put out?
Well,
I
that's the
reckon
thing.
if there's a way to beat the oil company, they'll shut you down.
Well, that's the thing with, right, yeah, and see, even wind turbines are a bad idea, and this is the reason why too, is because wind turbines still have to use fossil fuels to run, because you have to grease the bearings, and not to mention the wind blades from those.
Maintenance,
They've been-
yeah.
They've had issues with being able to, they can't really recycle the wind blades.
And killing birds.
Well, I'm just
Inspection.
saying from the not even just like the environmental thing. It's just more of it still needs petroleum to a certain extent to run those, because like I said, you have to grease bearings, all that stuff. Plus the blades are
Well,
not,
even
you can't
electric
recycle the blades.
Even electric vehicles have to have petroleum products to make them run.
Right.
Well,
Because you
yeah.
have bearings and all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah, that's true. So you gotta have the oil and you gotta have it.
Well, even, to make car parts, they gotta have oil. Like, all these
Right.
hydraulic big pressures and, when they bend them, they can't be, just straight metal and, they
That's
gotta
right.
have a liquid in there, like, just, they're not ready for this stuff yet.
I mean, what would be awesome is if they could get the cars down, get a good enough system in these cars to prevent car wrecks, and just put little mini nuclear reactors in the car.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to
Yeah.
fill up for 30 years.
Well, yeah, right. That would be fucking awesome. That would be awesome.
All you need is a freaking nuclear rod the size of a AA battery, and that'd give you enough power for 30, 40 years.
Like a hyperjet. Fucking amazing. What happened
I
to
mean,
your camera, Justin? What happened to
I
your
just
camera?
turned it off because I was working
Oh.
on that decal. The best,
okay.
that's why the US aircraft carriers are the best designed in the world, because they literally don't have to refill for 25 to 30 years. They can run off of those nuclear power rods.
The aircraft carrier. Yeah.
The only thing that they're limited by is fuel and food. That's it. For fuel, like jet fuel and food. That's the only thing that limits their ability to stay out longer.
Fucking amazing. I mean, like I said, this technology, just think if the real technology came in, it's not too much for our brains to consume. We wouldn't be able to consume it with the technology that's already out there that's not out there.
But
Because
see,
we're way far advanced, and I guarantee that we're further than we think we are. Believe me, like we're way in.
well, companies and the government are always going to be 3 or 4 steps ahead of where actual society's at, because they're always on the cutting edge of developing new
Right.
products.
Well, look at Triple Tech, like that iPad, that Triple Tech iPad, that was only made for Army, Marines, Air Force, and everything. Then they let it go out into the public.
I mean, look at the
Right.
F-22, as advanced fighter as that is. That was literally, the design of that started back in the late 80s and didn't even come to fruition until the mid 2000s.
Exactly.
Like, that's how far back things are being designed, but it takes such high level and such intelligent companies to come together to make these products.
Yeah.
Russia, actually, a lot of their defense companies that make their tanks and their planes and stuff are actually shut down right now because they can't get the parts from the UK that they need.
Well, we've been
Because of the
in
sanctions.
competition. We've been in competition with Russia for over, I'll probably say like 70 years. They tried to get the first man on the moon, then we got the first man on it. We've been in competition for them for years.
Yeah, but it's always turned out that Russia wasn't as good as everybody thought they were. And they're
Yeah.
proving that once again. Because after the Cold War, we found out that Russia wasn't nearly as advanced as the US was, but the US assumed that they were on their level.
But
The
we
US
had
always,
China to help us. We had China to help us.
Yeah.
And we were lucky that we had China as allies at the time of the Cold War. The Cold War lasted 200 years. I remember when the wall fell down and I taped that fucking thing. But it's been going for 200 years, and China didn't think, well, we had China's help.
What?
That's what helped us.
Well, and the only reason we had help from China was because Chinese communists hated the Soviet communists so much
Right.
that
Right.
they wanted to slap the Soviet communists, but they didn't necessarily. China has never been a free society.
Well, it's like the same thing at the same time, Paul, if you remember North Korea and China at the same time when we had a battle, and then and then the wall fell down, and then they were our allies, not really, but they were our allies. So
Yep. Well, kind of friends. I would never, to
Yeah,
use the
yeah.
word ally with any kind of a socialist or a communist regime.
yeah,
In other words, you respect me, I respect you. But as far as being
yeah.
brothers, no.
No, but it was our help in the long run that
Yep.
broke that.
Well, yeah, it's
Cold War.
like Iran, Iraq, and all of those.
Right.
They
Exactly right.
we got a goofy president here that's trying to cuddle up with some of the most despicable governments in the world simply because, oh, please give us the oil. We've got our own, but we don't want to pump it.
I've been watching the news, Paul, man. I just laugh. Oh my God. He is really pretty fucked up, but
Oh,
I reckon-
he's skin and bones and not any brains left.
Well, from what's funny too is about the whole Ukraine thing is the Defense Department's estimate on the amount of losses that the Russians have taken as far as deaths and just injuries. They've already surpassed Iwo Jima in deaths. They've already surpassed the United States in both Afghanistan and Iraq over a 20-year period combined. It's crazy that that's what they've done in a month's time. They've take that big of a hit.
Yeah, but look what Ukraine is doing. They're fighting back.
Well,
Didn't
that's what
they
I'm
do
saying.
that in the 80s, though? Didn't they do that in the 80s, Ukraine with Russia?
To be honest, so if the US was in Russia's shoes right now and we were going in there,
Oh, yeah.
it would have been not to say we wouldn't have hit resistance, but with our
Yeah.
experience in Afghanistan and Iraq dealing with guerrilla warfare, IEDs, we wouldn't have had nearly the issues. We would have already had the whole country. I guarantee you.
I reckon if Ronald Reagan was still in reign, Russia wouldn't have a chance. They would.
Well, Russia would. The thing of it is if you had a strong administration, it would have
like
never.
Ronald Reagan, like
First-
Ronald Reagan, it would have never happened.
Would have never happened.
Well,
Russia may be stupid, but they're not necessarily upfront suicidal.
No.
Well, see,
Ronald
Russia-
Reagan helped that shit, man. He just crushed it. He went over to Russia. Actually, he was the first president that went over to Russia and shook hands with who was it? Gorbachev. I think it was-
Gorbachev. Yep.
Yeah, he shook hands with him. He deal with it.
Well,
He
you-
ended it.
there's a difference between like the way Trump was and the way that Biden was, right? Because Trump, people didn't know what he was going to do, which scared other countries. Where Biden, they know that he's just going to fold every time.
Yeah.
And he's not going to do anything.
He's
And
a
that's
pussy.
why Iran shot those ballistic missiles into Iraq, because they know that. But if you left that decision up to the US military, they would have flattened Iran in 2 fucking seconds. If it was up to the US military to respond and they didn't have to listen to the politicians, Iran
Yeah.
would have been regretting that decision.
Well,
Really
you got to
quick.
remember, this is North America, man. So North America, it's America, Canada, and everything. They don't recognize that. I don't think they do. It's all conjoined. So you got America, you got Canada, all North America countries, and they think that they can beat it. Well, go ahead,
Yeah.
try.
Well, Canada and the US, I mean, you pretty much lump them all in one, right? Because Canada's under the umbrella of
It's North America. Yeah.
North America's military defense, and they're so intertwined that
It's
Well,
the
it is.
biggest, it's
Yeah.
the biggest fleet in the world. You got North America is the biggest country in the world, land mass, undone. So you got both country, all the countries in North America. Go ahead, try to beat it. Yeah, go ahead. Mhm.
Yeah. But
Because
as far as Russia, they never did with a shit in Afghanistan either.
Exactly. They should have went in anyway. Exactly. Well,
But
it's
we-
just like Vietnam, Paul. Why were we there? Why
Yeah.
were we there? It's fucking bullshit.
well, it's like, what do you consider a military loss, right? Because everybody wants to compare military losses to like World War II about how good we did rebuilding countries. But if you want to take Afghanistan and Iraq into account, not so much Iraq, but more Afghanistan, it's like, yeah, shit didn't turn out great at the very end. But in the grand scheme of things, did we get our revenge for 9/11? Because
we will never get
for
that.
every one person that died at the World Trade Center, how many people died in the Middle East over that?
Well,
Yeah.
we just never seem to learn our lessons. That's the
You'll
bad.
never have
I mean,
redemption.
look at Patton, what he told them after at the end of World War II. He said, "We're not done. We need to keep going east and into Russia," because he knew the Russians were just as bad as what Hitler was.
Yeah.
And of course, then the do-gooders and we can't. That we're right back in the same boat again.
Well, they
That was
honestly,
the rise of the communist Russian
they
regime.
should have kept going all the way into China as well, too.
Yep. You know, and the other thing that Vietnam was a terrible mistake. But when they were fighting the Vietnam War, there was Chinese Air Force was attacking American Air Force in the air. And yet today it's like, oh, we don't want, no, US, no. It's just the whole thing. We never learn from the mistakes of the past. We keep repeating ourselves. But anyway, I digress. JDS is here again, and he's first again, he says.
Yeah, yep, he is so.
Only an hour late and the 40th person to come in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, Paul, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to go see Bonnie here right after lunch, so I got a couple things I got to do. So I got to go see about putting the sign up down
I
the
think
street. What's going on?
We probably have done it long enough. Tim's going to go live here shortly.
Oh, Paul's going to have some snatch, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody's joining me if I go live, so.
Well, you never know. You just go and do it and stare at yourself.
Yeah,
I did for 10 minutes and I gave up, so.
yeah.
I honestly got stuff I got to work
Yeah,
on anyway. I got
Everybody in the
videos.
chat, thanks
Yeah.
for being here. We'll see everybody again later this evening. That'd be tomorrow morning, your time, Tim.
Yeah, yep.
So everybody take care and we'll see you then. Bye
I'm
for
gonna-
now.
I'm gonna go